Hey, hi. Sorry, I was a bit random, but I saw you walking past, and I just want to say you're really pretty. And yeah, so sorry, bit weird, but yeah, I just saw you and I had to come and say hello. You must work in fashion. You're very glamorous.
Oh no, I actually work in.
How did you end up doing that?
Well, I actually studied journalism,
Okay.
and then I ended up writing for a newspaper,
Oh,
and
right.
then I just switched it
Journalist. Okay,
naturally.
cool. I better be careful what I say to you if you're a journalist. You're gonna put it all on your blog or
Well,
something, are you?
it was a long time ago already, so.
Ah, okay, cool. It's an interesting city. It's a bit crazy.
Actually, I'm in a rush, so.
Oh no, okay, no
um,
stress. No worries, no worries.
yeah,
Cool. Maybe do you want to WhatsApp?
um, and
I don't use it 100%.
then
But
do WhatsApp.
okay, cool. So much easier. Okay.
So,
So what's your? I'm not operating at 100%. I only slept for about 4 hours. Because
Yeah.
my date last night went very well.
Oh,
I was
really?
a, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
congratulations.
I was
Amazing,
up
man.
before
You didn't tell me that.
4
That's
a.m.
insane.
Cheers, yeah. So I'm
Wait, so this one was the one that you met last week?
the girl who works in there. Yeah. First girl, the girl that you told me to go and talk to. Yeah, first number from day game.
First
It was
number, and you
pretty.
slept with her yesterday.
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Uh,
like congratulations. You might be like
cheers.
the fastest man.
Well,
I
there's a
mean,
lot of alcohol involved with us as well, but
yeah,
yeah.
but
But I,
that's okay. Like, look, I mean, man, how did it go? Tell me.
yeah, really well. Well, obviously,
Yeah.
um, she sent me a message like 5 minutes before saying, oh, you may go in before me, like into the arrange to meet at a cocktail bar. You may go in before me and sit down. I'll be a few minutes late, without like the word sorry or anything like that. And then I was so because of the cultural differences, like I wouldn't do that if I was late to a first date. I'd say sorry to the person. So I was a bit pissed off. I was like, that's a bit rude. But anyway, I think that's just the culture. They're very kind of blunt.
Yeah.
So she, but yeah, and then she wouldn't look at me initially. She was a bit like talking to me like that kind of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
eye contact. So she was very nervous and stuff. But and then she ordered this cocktail that you needed a spoon to have it with. It was
Okay.
like a jelly cocktail, and she was looking at me horrified, as in, how am I going to eat this?
Yeah.
Literally eat it and embarrassed, you know. So I just like
Yeah.
teased her a bit and touched her, and I done all the teasing, flirting. I made like a couple of references and a bit of callback humor to the fact that she was late and you could buy me the first drink and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
it went really well. And I done so before on dates. I do this thing where you can ask a girl a question, but she can ask you the same question back.
Yeah.
That's a really good way of getting to know people quickly. So kind of done a bit of that. I tried to keep it as light as I could and jokey, and it was like touching her. I made sure that when I met her, we were sitting on bar stools, so I could sit really close to her, and that made it obviously then made it easier to do all the touching the elbow, the shoulder,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And eventually she warmed up a bit, and then I was like, we finished the first drink, and I was like, okay, it'd be good if we could go somewhere else, and
Yeah.
done more kind of comfort stuff, getting to know you, just chatted about our lives and stuff. But then I tried to put in flirting or teasing, you know, back as much as I could really, and just she got more and more comfortable, and then her, you know, on two bar stools, well, obviously, you know, we were facing each other, and then like our legs were touching more, and she just became,
Yeah.
and then she started grabbing my hand like and stuff, and I got in my head a bit because I was like, how do I escalate to a kiss? And I wanted to do that earlier because you don't obviously
Yeah.
you leave it till the end of the date, and it's a disaster, which has happened to me numerous times. So I think I remembered you said kiss her on the neck, so I actually
Yeah.
I tried to kiss her through her hair,
Okay.
which is, which is a disaster. But it was funny. But she, I think so. Basically, yeah. And then she was like, okay, where's your metro here? So she was, oh, how are you getting home? So we walked down, and I took her by the hand, and we were holding hands walking to the end station. And then I was like, oh crap, like I haven't kissed her yet. So it was pretty public. It was late enough. I think we were together about 3.5 hours, and then at this stage, and then I was like, she was like, "Oh, you go this way, I go this way," and I was like, "Well, no, come here for a minute." So brought her to a slightly quieter part of the station, and then
Okay.
yeah, just said, I think, did I say I didn't want to leave without kissing you, or I leaned in, or I didn't want to leave without doing this, or something like this.
Okay.
So that's been my biggest struggle, really, escalating to a kiss previous dates.
What
And
happened after?
well, we kept kissing, we kept kissing, and then I was like, well, you could leave. I'm just gonna stay here kissing you. And she was all, giggly and smiley, and then she was. You could see her thinking in her head, like, and I just kind of kept kissing her and kept like touching her and stuff, and we were still holding hands, and then she was like, oh, I gotta go, and then she started walking, and I just kept walking beside her and kept holding hands with her as we walked to the escalator, and then we went down one escalator, and then she's like, okay, I guess you're coming with me. So I didn't pass a comment on that, I just smiled, and then just kept her talking. She was checking her work emails or something, her friend's client, that was it, was emailing her because she works in like, and I just made a joke about, you need to get off your phone, it's very rude or whatever, and she was laughing at that. And then got back to her apartment and made me tea and just kind of escalated from there. Just
Okay.
started
Okay.
kissing.
Cool, man. Well,
Kissing
look,
more.
that's an insane story. You should write it in the group. It's like insane. It's like an insane story.
Well, I
I
mean,
love it.
we had like 3 cocktails each or something, so you know what I mean. So
No, but still, I mean, look,
I
when was your last date in general?
oh fuck us, man, I don't know. It would have been I can't even remember. So that girl last summer, but I only started talking to her about July, maybe July, June.
July,
It was
right?
June.
And this was
June.
your
June.
first date from day game, right?
First number, first date. Yeah.
How does it feel, man? Like this is insane. Like this is what most guys never do in their lives.
It was absolutely brilliant, and it was actually lovely because we really clicked, we really got to know each other. I didn't have high expectations at all, but then she warmed up, and then that happened. That's
Yeah.
mind blowing, just mind blowing.
I mean, when you're having sex with that girl, aren't you kind of thinking, shit? Like I met her randomly on the street, I made this happen. Didn't you have those thoughts?
Yeah, it was like just. I woke up this morning or whatever, 4 a.m. last night, lying in bed, and she was sleeping, and I was like, this is just. I couldn't get over it. I was like, this is bizarre.
Yeah, man.
And then I was like, thank you, Gus. Yeah, definitely the first time I've been lying in bed with a girl, and another guy came to my mind, but I was like, thanks, Gus. This is pretty good.
Dude, this
So,
is insane.
yeah.
Look, I mean,
If I can get the approaches down and get into the teasing them bit, and then after that, I think that's what I need to work on, like the flirting. And then when I get them on dates, escalating to a kiss. Escalating to a kiss has always been my issue ever since.
the kiss, I mean, it's the same thing as approach anxiety, but just like kissing anxiety. Because at the end of the day, guys just have a fear of getting rejected, so they want to make sure everything goes smoothly. When you feel comfortable going in for the kiss, you're already too late. If that makes sense. That's why girls keep telling you. That's why girls keep telling you that I thought you already kissed me. So it's what you did. Like what you did is good. Like when you had like legs touching with the girl. So as I said, like try to pull her in. You have that you're touching the hands, and then you can kind of like lean in. Maybe in this case, you could have like whispered something in her ear, and then like the next time you lean in and whisper something in her ear, you kind of like do a bit of like kiss in the neck, and then see how she reacts. And then she might be like a bit like, ooh, what was that? And then in smiley face. And then you like do it again and maybe do it like for 5 seconds longer. It's like a gradual thing. So and ideally you probably should have.
Yeah. Sorry, no. When you say do it again, like how often? But all of the basics.
Yeah.
You know, you have to read her reaction. Go, yeah, that was okay, and she's smiling.
Exactly. I mean,
and did
like
you do more flirting and then try again, or what?
Exactly. Do more flirting and do it again. Do it again.
Okay.
And then see her reaction. But ideally, in this case, yeah, you should have kissed her in the bar. It would have made things a lot easier. In the second bar, if you were touching and sitting, like your legs were touching, you said like you kissed her hair. Just like you go for the neck, and then start like holding a little bit longer.
It's really odd because, no, that makes sense. Thanks for that, man. It was odd because like I would lean in like this, and then she would lean back at me and just look at me with like huge eyes. So, I think And then I was like, okay, I need more like comfort, make her more feel comfortable with it. But that happened a couple of times, and then I was like, oh god, I'm never going to kiss this girl. So, and then you get in your own head. She said something about a second date. So I paid for some of the cocktails, so and she was like, oh, we'll have to go on a second date. So I was a bit like, I don't know what that means. But that was before. We didn't really discuss it. She texted me just like an hour ago, saying, oh, I'm so sleepy today. And blah blah blah.
Okay, that's good.
So,
That's good. Try to see her again.
yeah, yeah.
So awesome. Well, look, let's
It's,
do a few more approaches. But insane progress, man. I'm super happy.
cheers. Thanks, Ross. No, as I said, down to yourself. So thanks very much.